We are day 1 with Marcie. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
So
I'm doing well.
Marcie, how old are you?
64.
So she just had a birthday. She turned 64. Yesterday you turned 44. You just don't know it.
That's right.
Yesterday we did a deep neck lift, deep plane facelift, brow lift, little revision of her upper blepharoplasty. Her ophthalmologist did that for her years ago, but did a very nice job. We also did under eyes, and I threw everything I know at her skin, and also did a little bit of a lip lift. So that's an earlobe reductions.
Yes.
Those are the. Did I miss anything?
No,
Yep.
that's
Fat
it.
transfer as a sprinkle, as always. What led you to come here? What were you seeing that led you to come here?
So I was seeing significant lip lines that I've had for a long time that were really bothering me. And then I saw significant, like my face is just dropping and lines right along here, along with all these severe lip lines. And then, wrinkles and the whole thing. And then my neck started dropping, and I said, okay, it's time to do something. So I just had my birthday, and what better time than now? So that brought me here. And I've done a lot of research on you over a year and a half, following all these various people, and I felt like you were the best fit for me.
That's a really important point. There are several really good doctors out there.
Yeah.
And I think what you said is actually the best way to phrase it. There's a fit for everybody. So you find people that generate results that you like. It's a fit. It really is.
Right.
So this is going to be a crazy question. Have you seen yourself yet?
I saw myself this morning. Yeah. And I said, oh, I look a little wide. And I can't quite close my mouth and stuff, but I'm a talker. So
Yeah.
anyway, but it's not as bad as I thought I would look.
So,
believe it or not.
2 questions. Are you in pain?
The only pain that I incurred from the nighttime was the drain pain.
The drain over the brow lift.
Over the brow.
That's one night, and we take it out the next day.
Right.
That's why she's not black and blue. Without that brow lift drain, she'd have raccoon eyes. So that's what the drain
Oh,
is
wow.
for.
Okay, I didn't know that. So
And
that was well worth it.
Yeah.
And then just kind of generally tight, but not anything I can say, oh, this is painful, that's painful. You know what I mean?
How about the laser?
The laser, like I think is the last thing I'm thinking about.
That's usually what people think is what hurts would be the laser.
Yeah, no.
Second question is, you are remarkably calm for what you look like. Why are you so calm? Because most people, I mean, I'm not trying to be smart. It's like, I know there are people looking at you right now. Some of the trolls are already getting ready to say how terrible everything looks. How can you be so calm having seen yourself look the way you look?
I don't know. I think it's preparation and organization and planning and seeing these people and judging where you might fall in the realm of all the various people that you're looking at, right? Anticipation, knowing that you're not going to come out looking pristine, but you're going to be somewhere in the middle. And so I mentally was prepared for that.
So having done this for 20-something years now, I look at you and I know you are going to be one of my nicest transformations. Everything went beautifully in the operating room yesterday. Everything looks perfect today. All the nerves are working. The skin is healthy.
Yeah.
Everything looks perfect. You're going to be one that I get accused of. That's not the same lady. But I'm a professional. It's not my face. I've done it for 20-something years. So it's easy for me to be calm about it. It's remarkable that you're so just like mellow. And it is a credit to all the people ahead of you that let you watch them go through it.
Yes.
And I think that's the real reason that you're.
Yes. Because they relate a lot of things, about various items that they were incurring. And so it's not a surprise with me.
2 last questions.
Yeah.
Did you take an actual pain pill last night besides the Celebrex? Did you take one of the narcotic pain pills? Did you take a hydromorphone?
No, I didn't. I didn't do that because I have severe nausea for all the narcotics. So I just kind of forwent that, and I stayed with the Tylenol and the other Celebrex and just kind of slept off and on and got up because your back hurts from laying. And so, just kind of moved around. Put pillows between my legs, did the things you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So it wasn't even this so much; it was other stuff. It was
a whole combination of things. Yep.
Second question, last question.
Yeah.
How'd you sleep?
I didn't sleep so well, just because of the drain thing. So, but It was off and on sleep. I think I might get a better night tonight.
I think you will.
I'm feeling, and I already had a little snack.
I do want to restate this. I say this all the time. The biggest complaint we get after surgery is bad sleep for the first few days.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even like you need more sleep medicine. It's medicines from the anesthesia are ruining your sleep. And to a degree, the less you medicate, the faster your sleep comes back to normal. So we do give people stuff, and a lot of people already have home prescriptions, and we don't want to overlap those, obviously. But that is the most common complaint we get. It's not even pain. It's, I wish my sleep would get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited about my lips because my lips have always been very thin, tucked under. So this is good. I'm working on all these lines I had around my mouth. All these things like create this the way it is. So
Yeah.
I'm confident that this
It'll be
is
really
just a
nice.
part of the process.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Anything else you want them to know before I let you go for day one?
No, everybody's been fantastic, including you, including all the staff. The nurses that you provide are amazing. The driver, he's fantastic. So it's been exactly what I thought.
Wonderful.
Streamlined so far
Wonderful.
to date.
Well, thank you for being so brave to let people see how you're
Yes,
looking, and
yes.
it means the world to me.
Okay.
You're gonna be one of my nicest results. I'm proud of you.
Okay, good. All right. Thank
Amazing.
you.
We are day 2 with Marcie. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Tell them the truth. I came in this morning. I said, "How you doing?" And you had this look on your face.
Well, it's been a rough night, and I seem to have expanded my face a little bit here. It seems like I am having a lot more swelling and still a little bit of headache, and I've been icing and all, but it doesn't seem to quite be getting the swelling down. So I came today to see Dr. Nyack, and so we are working on a few things.
Yeah. So remind me again, how old are you?
64.
Okay, so Marcie is 64. 48 hours ago, I did a really thorough neck lift, deep plane facelift, upper and lower eyelids. You'd had upper lids in the past, but it's kind of a second pass for your upper lids.
Right.
A lip lift, a brow lift, and then a bunch of other little adjuncts. We did some energy under the skin for some wrinkles. We did full face, real deal laser resurfacing with special attention to the mouth area because that was one of your trouble spots.
Yes, definitely.
Little bits of fat transfer is a part of that, and little bits of nano fat into, again, the skin texture in the mouth area. So between a lip lift, really artisan, like heavy laser resurfacing in the mouth, like focused in certain areas, the stem cell kind of fat transfer, and a little bit of lip filler, your lips have taken 4 different kinds of beatings in less than 48 hours. So that kind of explains what's going on there. And then the face swelling, surgery makes your face swell, lasers make your face swell. And I think you told me that morning, I'm a sweller and a bruiser.
I am.
Yeah. So history, personal history is part of it too.
Yep.
This is about the worst you will see. This is the worst bruising and swelling and kind of skin look that you will see for the types of things that I do. I know people are looking at you right now. They're getting ready to comment. That's gotta hurt. She looks like she's in so much pain. Tell them truthfully what hurts, what doesn't hurt, and at what level.
Okay, so day 1 with the brow lift, the drain, that was like an 8 until we took that out. Then you're right, I lost all the pain up here. More pressure, and I would call it like a 5 maybe, just kind of pressure. That's what I'm really feeling. Not, pain like that caused me, but just more pressure.
Yeah.
So.
Distension and tightness.
Yeah.
But
I do have a really good neck.
Your neck's incredible. I think your neck may be better than your neck when you were 20.
Probably.
Not joking.
Now my neck is pristine, no pain.
Yeah, good, good. And you are staying where?
At the Clayton Residence Inn.
And don't say the name, but I understand you've made friends with another one of my patients.
Yes.
Tell me what that's like. Don't say her name because she's not public. So
okay. So the nursing services, I asked her, "Hey, is anybody staying in the hotel? Because I'm going to be staying for several days on my own." She said, "Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. I'll reach out to them if they want to reach out to you. Can I give them your number?" And I said, "Yes." So then a phone call comes, and it's so and so, and she said, "Hi, I'm coming for, surgery. So she had surgery yesterday, and she's staying, and so we're going to connect.
Just to reiterate, completely permission-based. We never tell anyone about anything.
Yeah.
She asked, is there someone else?
I asked.
The nursing service said, yes, but let's get their permission. Permission went both ways. And now they have a little buddy set, which is great. Buddy set.
I think she's on my floor too.
Yeah, so she's one day, I saw her about an hour ago.
Oh, you did?
She's one day behind this pace. She didn't have quite as much done, so you're going to look at her and you're going to want to punch her in the face because she doesn't look.
She probably looks great.
But you are both going to look great in the end.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell these guys about? Oh, day 2. You asked if this is the pothole day.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of felt like it was a little. Just because all the swelling.
Yeah, could be. So, I tell people usually day 1 and day 2, they're high on adrenaline. And day 3 is usually where people kind of feel like they hit the wall. Some people hit it a little bit earlier. Kim hit it a little bit earlier. You might be hitting it a little bit earlier. Everyone climbs back out of it. A couple days of down energy and you'll be back. So, last thing I'll mention, you did have netting sutures. Face me. I had a couple netting sutures in the top corner. I do that for everybody. That top corner is a little prone to accumulating fluid. Those come out on the second day, so we took those out for you today. Yeah. She told me she was going to be a bleeder. If she had been a significant bleeder, I would have continued those netting sutures all the way down under the front and also right here. But you'll see she didn't have them, and it's because you behaved during surgery. So you warned me, but you were actually
I behaved, and we had a little medication to help me.
Yeah, so blood pressure medicine. So we're very, very, very particular about controlling blood pressure because if the blood pressure is high, it increases the chance of blood collection. And all patients think, I'm not going to have a medical complication. But the other thing it does is it keeps your swelling less. Yeah. There's less of a pressure head to leak fluid, and it keeps your bruising less. And so when I put it in the terms of if you have low to normal blood pressure, you bruise and swell less, everyone says, sign me up. Because we never think we're going to have a medical complication. That's the real reason we're doing it. But it also decreases the intensity of your recovery. So it's really good to have blood pressure under tight control. And that's one of the reasons we provide 24 hours of private nursing, because they can really control your blood pressure very tightly after the surgery. Yeah. Anything else you want them to know?
No, that's it. Great day number 2.
You're my hero. You're amazing.
Let's see how it goes on Monday.
We are day 5 with Marcie. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good.
You look like $1 million set on fire.
Set on fire. I'm a little swollen still but I'm only day 5.
Yeah. So to recap, Marcie, how old are you?
64.
And 5 days ago, we did a really nice neck lift, deep plane extended facelift, a little bit of a lip lift, upper and lower, blepharoplasty, little touch of fat transfer, earlobe reductions, and a brow lift.
Right.
Did I miss anything?
Nope, that's everything.
Good.
Yeah, and you got my lip really, because I had significant lip lines historically, so yeah, we did a lot of work there.
We threw a lot of things at the lip lift, some regenerative stem cell kind of fat transfer, some little bits of filler, heavy laser resurfacing. We threw a lot at your skin lines in general, not just your lip, but everywhere.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I expect 80+% better on your lines and shapes.
Yep. I am very excited.
So over the weekend, between day 2, which is I think the last update you've seen, and day 5, which is today, your eye was bothering you a little bit. Tell us about that.
Yeah, my left eye was bothering me a little bit, and I was getting red, and it looked like I might have an infection. So of course it was Saturday, and of course I reached out to you, and you came in, and I got a little antibiotic ointment, and it's gone. Perfect.
Good. Marcie mentioned something to me, which I think is a good topic to talk about. Vinegar soaks.
Yes.
Yeah, you said it would be a good topic to cover.
Yes, vinegar soaks are so important because I didn't really realize how important they were, but you can go into the science of it a little bit more, but I thought, ice and vinegar soaks, I know the ice, but I didn't really go into the vinegar soaks. But I think we should explain to people why it's so important, because it really is a protective barrier.
Yeah. So whenever we denude, broadly remove the surface of the skin, like with a burn or with a laser, the skin is, its barrier function, protection function is broken. And there are some bacteria that are easy to protect against. They're the types that live on dry surfaces. So the antibiotic she's on protects against that. We also use an antiviral that the cold sore virus likes to infect healing burn skin or laser skin, and 90+% of humans have been exposed to a cold sore virus at some point, even if you've never had one. But then there's a third class of infectious stuff, gram-negative bacteria that loves to infect burn skin. And the antibiotics that treat or prevent gram-negative bacteria are really the harmful class. So like Cipro, the quinolones, that kind of stuff. There's only a few that are orally available, and they're really bad on your system. The good news is, as Marcie was saying, very dilute vinegar. We use like a quarter teaspoon. Is it a quarter teaspoon in a cup? I'm looking at Jenny for instructions here. Quarter teaspoon of white vinegar and a cup of distilled water. And we just provide this. Obviously, we don't have the mix at home. That little bit of acid, when you soak it on the skin, it changes the pH. And those horrible bacteria that are really hard to treat with oral antibiotics, they can't grow in that pH. So the vinegar soaks are a way for us to cover that third class of infectious organisms without subjecting your system to a really bad class of antibiotics. And they feel good. Most people say they
Oh, they do. They're amazing. They really feel good. So I wanted to bring that up. I'm like, I hadn't really heard this on any of your videos. And so I thought this would be a great teaching opportunity.
You're 100% right.
So I get it now much better. So thank you.
And then we use ointment so that while you're healing from your laser, your wash is the vinegar soaps and your moisturizer is an occlusive ointment, because until that skin layer regrows, the barrier function regrows, we don't want the skin desiccating, drying out, being exposed to the environment. So we use Aquaphor, or we used to use Vanicream, something bland and non-antibiotic, non-medicated ointment to seal in the moisture until the skin reheals. So that's the process. Vinegar soak ointment, vinegar soak ointment. What else do you think these guys should know about your 5th day?
I'm a little less tight. It's a challenge laying flat, but it's part of it. Keeping your neck up,
Keeping your chin up.
Yeah. Listening to the TV and going, gee, I wish I could see what they were talking about. But it's fine. The hotel's great. Everything's good there. I mean, that hotel has everything that you need.
Yeah. It's not the fanciest, but I've said this 100 times. It is the right layout for this exercise. So
it is. And you've been amazing and so responsive, and even through the tornado we had, and of course I experienced that here. And
welcome to St. Louis.
Welcome. So it's been quite an experience, but it's good.
Well, good.
So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting everybody follow along. You're incredible.
All right.
We're 1 week post-op with Marcie. How are you?
Hi. Good morning.
It's Marcie. I should have said Marcie.
It's okay.
How are you feeling today?
I feel good today. Better. Every day is a little bit better. The swelling is a little less, although I wish it was not at all. But anyway, I feel good. I don't have really. I take Tylenol. Take my meds. In fact, all my meds are pretty much
fine. Couple antiviral. The antivirals are over.
Still taking that. And today I got all my sutures out except for the ones in the back, and just waiting for the remaining of the peeling to go away. Yeah. So just as a recap, Marcie is 64. Marcie is 64. We did a deep neck lift, deep plane lower facelift, lower lids, including some fat transfer, and also a little bit of sprinkle fat transfer other places. Revision upper lids, brow lift, lip lift, and then we did a bunch of other things to lips. A little bit of filler into the bottom lip that was Juvederm for body. Works better than fat, in my opinion. Some nano fat to improve the skin quality, because we lasered the heck out of that as well. Right. I also took in a little bit of her buccal fat. You can't tell now, but she was kind of chipmunk cheeked, and so I didn't want her to be bottom heavy. I wanted you to have a heart-shaped face. So I took a little of the buccal fat and also shrunk her earlobes. And I think with that, I have named all the bits and pieces. Did I get them all? You have. Okay. I know. I'm like, oh, what's that in my mouth? And the stitches were gone like that. Yeah. So that's, I find the buccal fat is easiest and least traumatic to get to, even though I'm doing a deep plane facelift, to get to it from the inside. Right here. And sometimes I actually delay that decision until the end of the procedure. And so once the procedure is over, I can't get to it to the outside of the cheek anymore. So it's easy to get to the inside. With all those things, you actually had a concern about flying home. Okay, yes, I have a big concern because I live out of state. And I said, and my iPhone doesn't recognize me, and my US Bank ID doesn't recognize me. And I said, how the heck am I going to get home? So then I started looking through TSA, and I said, people have been stopped for this in the past. So I said, I got to talk to you about this because I want to get home tomorrow. So, Friday. So he's going to write me a note, I think. Yeah, I did. So I literally wrote, I should have brought it. I literally wrote a note saying, Marcie, put her real name on there. And then Marcie had significant facial surgery about a week ago. Yes. It is possible that biometric facial systems might not recognize her. And it's on one of my little official prescription blanks.
And if you are TSA watching this video right now, this is the same lady. You can look at her before videos.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up the video and show them.
There you go. You mentioned something else I think we haven't spoken about recently. That's blurry vision.
Yes, I
Let's
have
talk
blurry
about that.
vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed my vision still isn't quite the same. Even when I put my glasses on, I'm like always trying to focus. So
Yeah. So your vision, obviously focusing is done by your lens, but believe it or not, that is just the fine tuning at the end of focusing. So all the ophthalmologists are going to, hopefully I'm getting this right. When the light transfers from the air medium to your tear film, that refractive change is the first thing that focuses the light.
Mhm.
When it then travels from the tear film to your cornea, that's the next thing that refractive change, refractive index difference focuses the light. Your lens then does the final bit of fine tuning. So in this moment, your tear film is not totally normal. There can be a little bit of dryness. We give people eye drops, but they're not the same as natural tears, so that's a little different. Your cornea is swollen just the same way your face is swollen.
Yeah.
So the thickness of the cornea changes how you focus. That's why LASIK works. They can reshape the cornea and make your focus better. So as your tear film and cornea settle back to normal, your vision will be totally normal again.
Okay.
What else do you think they need to know about your first week?
I took a walk yesterday. I went to a church service.
Oh, good.
It was fantastic.
Okay, good.
Yep.
You want to shout out the church you went to?
It was it was 2 streets up and over. It was a Catholic church.
Okay.
It was fantastic. So I went there and then I walked around and then there was a store that was having some little sale and I walked in through there and I'm like, okay, I'm just going like this. So not too many people stared at me, hey, you got to kind of go with where you are.
We have a cottage industry here. They see people like you walking around
I know.
all the time.
Oh, you're Dr. Max friend. Yes.
Yes, friend at FON, friend of my
Yes. So I did that. It was a beautiful day out and I just trying to get out. And every night I've met a friend here who actually had a procedure also. And so her and I, every night we have dinner.
That's lovely. So she's talking about a patient that had surgery the day after her.
Yes.
And permission-based, they both kind of talked to the nursing services. Is there anyone else that we can connect with? And it wasn't sprung on either one of them.
Right.
Permission-based. They ended up connecting and they've been kind of buddies.
I think we'll be friends for a long time because we are very like-minded. So I really like her a lot.
I love it. That's a nice benefit.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to say?
No, I think we're good. I'm feeling good and I'm not gaining my weight back because I lost like 30 pounds to get here. I didn't want to be having, to lose weight after I saw you, right? So it's important to lose weight before.
I built you a beautiful dress. You don't want to have that killer dress not fit.
So that's why I'm out doing a little walking slowly and I can't wait to get back to the gym and just kind of walk in and let's see what people say, huh?
You're going to have, I said, a fan club. 1, you look amazing. But 2, you're just so personable and so well-spoken. This is the 4th or 5th video, so you've already got a fan club by the time this is done.
I hope so. I hope the people, if they have questions, reach out and I'll be happy to answer.
You're amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon so you can see my future content.